I was diagnosed with the last stage of an incurable bone marrow blood disease called multiple myeloma.
I remember thinking, this can't be. Jim's one of those people that did everything right in terms of taking care of his health, and then we learn he has a cancer for which there is no cure.
And I was told I would live at most 3 years, and that was 23 years ago.
It was 23 years ago when I started nursing and when Jim was diagnosed. This is not just a patient, this is a human being. This is someone I need to care for and care about, and helping them survive everything in the best quality, not just the medical care.
I always run into my old buddy nurses when I'm up there, and it's like going back to a class reunion. I mean, it's hugs and smiles and warm feelings. The care I got from the nurses on the transplant floor in Seidman was world class. It's the caring beyond just the medical procedures.
It's great to be there and to help people medically, but you really want to be a part of the whole picture, and what becomes important to the patient, like a son's graduation or a big bike ride, that's their goal, and that's what's really important to them, and we want to support that in any way possible. It's because when we see the patient, it's always the patient, who they are as a person, before we look at what they are as a disease.
On her day off, on Saturday or Sunday, right in the middle of my venture here at Seidman, Leanne comes in to see me on her day off to visit me and see how I'm doing. I will never forget that, Leanne. That was so wonderful of you to do that.
Jim and I have experienced other medical situations where you don't necessarily see that compassion and that care, and wanting to touch a patient beyond a clinical touch, I think, is something that is remarkable and uniquely found here.
Dr. DeLima is not only a compassionate, caring man, but he is a breath of fresh air in the world of oncology. He sees the glass as half full.
We're dealing with issues of life and death all the time. Me, I, and him. And you don't need necessarily to make that worse by being constantly serious. You can deal with that in a way that breaks a little bit, because we all know, there's nothing hidden. We all know that that's serious, but you can make it lighter just by being more human. That's the way I look at it.
We got to learn a lot about Jim and Kathleen and their family, and it actually helps us to take care of them, because we either know what they're fighting for or what their values are. And so sometimes when they are having a downtime, you can kind of help motivate somebody. Remember, this is our goal. This is what you're striving for.
I've gotten to know, things about them, and they've gotten to know about our kids, our grandkids.
When you look at the sign out front, the stone walls that say "to heal, to teach, and discover," I think they can really add to care, because they do.
It's way more than just cancer care. It's compassion. It's caring about me.